So you have to put on 12 pounds to get 13 back. You've got to be silly to do that, especially when he's playing the likes of Robert Thornton. Robert is a proven winner. As I just said, a UK Open champ, and he's a former world master. He's beaten Phil in the Premier League as well, the Grand Prix. He's the real deal, Robert Thornton. And the good thing about him, with it being a long day, when he played Scott Waits earlier on today in the semi-finals, he'd done a good number on him, played well, but didn't seem to be overzealous in celebrations and just got the job done. He had 101 average. If he has 101 average in this match, he will come close to winning.
135. Well, a big call from Wayne Martin. Let's see what Robert Thornton can do. As mentioned, will hold no fear. Has to get into this final early, has to stay with Phil Taylor, as he did in the UK Open final at Bolton. And then he produced a golden spell of tungsten, very much akin to what we saw from Taylor against Lewis earlier today in the semi-finals, when he won 8 consecutive legs from 8-7 down. But do you know what? He just so relaxed. As Robert Thornton was about to enter the arena for his walk-on, you were making your way down from the stage. Phil Taylor came in here and sat in that very seat and was chatting about what he's going to do for the next couple of weeks. So relaxed.
Well, that wasn't a relaxed dart, but yeah, he has been all week, Phil. Mind you, wouldn't you be if you were cleaning up at the sport that you love this year? What a year it's been. For the power. This man on his day is some competitor.
140.
And there we see the throwing arm of Robert Thornton, full extension. It's a must in professional darts.
43. Well, only 43, so what a chance here for Thornton. Opening leg. Bullseye for a storming start. 96. Will he return? Will he be back?
138. 60. Looking now for a treble 20 still. Well, Taylor is throwing some wayward tungsten. 9, double 8 for the first leg. Well, he's going 17 for double 4.
You're going to beat Phil Taylor in a major final. You can't miss darts like that.
Rod Harrington, myself and Dave Clark were just not 5 minutes ago saying Robert has to hit his doubles. You can't give this man a chance, because normally takes it.
58.
Edgy.
Both of them, edgy, nervy, tungsten tension. We're only in the first leg.
Well, I think double 1's a good double for Robert.
To score. Rainey's missed 6 darts to break Taylor in the opening leg of the Grand Slam final. Will he pay a hefty price?
Will he pay?
17.
No, he will not.
Required 2.
Robert Thornton wants the madhouse, and it's right next to double top, and he loves double top, idolises double top.
No score.
Early nerves, no question.
Astonishing, astonishing. 9 darts to break the Taylor throw. Now he's hurting. Now he is hurting. Do you know what? It may only be the first leg of this final, but that might be just very, very significant.
There's nothing worse than you've waited so long for a game to happen. You're thinking, right, I want to get off to a good start, and then after the first leg, you're already ruined misses, and that leads into maybe the next leg. Robert Thornton starts 45. He's got to get this leg on the board, otherwise he's just fighting and fighting all the way. It's no good.
Well, his finishing in the main has been excellent during the Grand Slam. But that was just, I think, down to nerves
60.
and the pressure of the situation in the final. I think knowing that he had to get it increased the pressure on him, and he kept missing.
Well, Robert, I don't know if you were watching like I was, but as Phil was throwing, he was blowing his hands as if being maybe a bit sweaty, a bit clammy. Not conducive to throwing top quality tungsten.
Well, it's the nightmare start for Robert Thornton.
I really was just thinking that this is exactly that. Even though there's only one leg gone and 9 darts gone. It's in doubles, it can ruin the rest of your game.
90.
It's human nature that it will weigh heavy on your mind, especially in a final, especially against Taylor.
I can't see Phil letting Robert off this leg.
98.
Unless he can hit a 180, which will make him feel better. He needs a relaxer. He needs something to happen just so he can think, right, I'm away now. He needs a 180. That's what he needs.
140.
Keeps the pressure on.
76.
At least it is right behind Phil now. In the leg. I know he threw first, but he's had a bit of a nightmare.
Game shine, second leg. Phil Taylor. Third leg, Phil to throw first.
Ominous.
Game on.
In their last 10 meetings between these two, it's 5 wins each. That's how good Robert Thornton is. He's not scared of Phil Taylor, that's for sure. But I think you might have got it, you might have hit the nail on the edge, Stu, when he said it's a situation.
$100.
53 years of age, Phil Taylor. Better than ever?
I'm not going to say he's not, put it that way. The standard at what he's throwing, well, that he threw this afternoon, I've never seen the like. I've seen him average higher, but never been pushed like that. And all what he's won this year, yeah, who can argue? Yes, I'm going to say he is a better player than he was last year.
92.
He's just been so dominant, he really has. Especially over the longer format competitions like this. Robert Thornton in trouble in this leg. Got to win a leg before the first break, Stu.
Well, that first leg of the final has set the tone for Thornton.
99.
I'm afraid, so far, and Taylor here, a sloppy opening leg by his standards, beginning to put the pedal to the floor.
Game shine, the third leg.
Now, we're not overplaying this when we say that this is such an important leg for Robert Thornton. You cannot go into the first break 5-0. Yes, it's a longer format, first to 16. It is a long format, but you can't get 5-0 behind. Not against Phil Taylor. He will just run riot. Massive leg for Robert Thornton.
Leg one of the final, he misses 9 darts to break Taylor. And he hasn't recovered. He hasn't recovered, Wayne.
100.
You said he hasn't recovered, and he hasn't. 81 average. He knows that that is nowhere near good enough to maybe even take 3 or 4 legs off the power. This is a must-win leg. Got to hit at least a ton or 140.
Blocked it.
91.
Important last dart for Robert Thornton.
Phil Taylor loves the situation where he thinks, I've got you already. I know I've got you. All I've got to do is finish you off. And right at this moment, he's not far away from finishing Robert Thornton off.
The crowd right behind Taylor, totally focused, irresistible. Bullseye for another one.
82. Robert, you require
Wayne, this has to go, I think.
Wants the 60 for single 10 for tops. There's the 60. Come on, Robert. 10. Sorry for being biased, but I want him to win this leg. Double top.
90. Phil, we require 39.
Another chance spurned.
Punishing from the power. It's 4-0. And Robert Thornton already in big trouble in this final. In the past, we've seen Phil Taylor win a final here, allowing Scott Waits only 2 legs, allowing Gary Anderson only 4 legs in Grand Slam finals.
100.
Well, there you have it. I did say that the position and situation was dire for Robert Thornton. Just 10 minutes ago, he was just over a 6-1 shot. Just 10 minutes ago, he was just over a 6-1 shot. Phil Taylor was 1-12, now he's 1-100. I said, for every £12 you get, you win 13. Now, for every £100 you put on, you get 101 back. Robert Thornton, as far as the bookies are concerned, there's no way back. As long as he doesn't believe that, then we've got a match on. But right now, Phil Taylor's average is on the rise. Robert Thornton's is just loitering around the low 80s.
A big call for you, but has this final ultimately, ridiculously, been decided by the very first leg?
So far, yes. So far. Things could change. It's going to be down to this man throwing now to pull out probably some of the darts that he may never have thrown before in longer spells as well. I don't just mean 3 or 4 legs, I could mean half a dozen, maybe a dozen. Because Phil Taylor won't relent, we know that.
100.
Well, we remember, don't we, the pain that he inflicted on Dave Chisnall in the final of the World Grand Prix in Dublin. Relentless, ruthless.
97.
And the pain he inflicted on Adrian Lewis in the final of the Masters. 10-1. Treble 12. Now that leaves the bullseye. Bullseye!
56.
Robert, gotta go, my man.
Robert, you require
60 tops. Said he needs a settler. Something to make him think that he's in this match. Well, when you think he's going for tops, that was wayward.
60. Phil, you require 25.
Double 8. Double 4 for Taylor, last dart in hand.
21. Robert, you require 40.
He looks like he can't believe that he's got a chance. Phil missed, are you kidding me? Come on, get it, he's saying. Tops! Don't make a drama out of this. He's making a drama out of this. Got to go. Double 10, got to go. This is a darting disaster.
4.
Double 2. Well, if Phil Taylor has his way, it's going to turn into a darting rout. The final of the Grand Slam. Robert Thornton enduring a nightmare. Phil Taylor already 5-0 in front.